kilogram bag of rice. With an unbeatable retail price of $550 per 30 kilogram bag. Yes, you've heard me right. Only $550 available on sale at the Kanilai Group International Store. The point of sale is at KGI head office situated at the Standard Chartered Building at Traffic Lights Junction. Come and buy in numbers while stock lasts. For more information, call 4398-313 or 778-6429 or 996-5776. Kanilai Group International.
Welcome back. Mali's foreign minister has resigned his post following the defeat of the Malian forces by rebels in the town of Kidal on May 21st. And around 1,000 migrants from sub-Saharan Africa have scaled the barrier separating Morocco and the Spanish enclave of Mali. For more on these stories and others, we go with this roundup of news.
Celebrated their success in taking part in the biggest crossing in close to 10 years. There are already 2,000 people living in very difficult conditions in Melilla, seeking legal means to travel to Europe. A top Spanish security official is visiting Melilla Wednesday. Mali's defense minister has resigned following the defeat of Malian forces at the hands of rebel groups in Kidal on the 21st of May. Soumilou Boubier Maiga was head of intelligence and foreign affairs before becoming defense minister. He's replaced by a retired army officer, Ba Endao. The MPP, the Movement for People and Progress from Burkina Faso, has opened a bureau in Côte d'Ivoire in Abidjan. The party is seeking support from Burkina's diaspora in Côte d'Ivoire and Ghana to stop President Blaise Compaoré from staying in power. Nationals living abroad have the right to vote in national elections, and there are 5 million living in Côte d'Ivoire and over 4 million in Ghana.
We feel that Burkina Faso is going down the hole. That's why we want Blaise Compaoré, who has ruled this country for 28 years, to stand down. We want change. The Burkinabe want change. Enough is enough.
Nigeria is playing a warm-up friendly match against Scotland in London Wednesday, but Britain's National Crime Agency is reported to have asked FIFA to issue an alert over attempts to fix the game. British bookmakers have denied there are any signs of unusual betting patterns. According to the Nigerian coach, the team only aims to play ahead of a decision to select 23 players to go to the World Cup in Brazil.
A fire outbreak at a South Korean hospital for chronically ill elderly people has killed at least 20 people. The inferno started around midnight local time, and up to 50 people died in clashes between Ukrainian forces and pro-separatists in the restive eastern city of Donetsk on Tuesday. This after the new Ukrainian leader Petro Poroshenko vowed to put an end to the crisis. All details of those and other stories in the CFI News Roundup.
International airport in eastern Ukraine remains cordoned off following Tuesday's battle between Ukrainian forces and pro-Russian separatists. Schools and hospitals in the area are also closed. The Ukrainian army claims to have regained control of the airport. As many as 50 people are believed to have died in Tuesday's clashes. U.S. President Barack Obama has announced that 9,800 troops will remain in Afghanistan after the U.S. completes its combat mission at the end of the year. Under the plan, U.S. troops would gradually be withdrawn until only a residual force remained by the beginning of 2017. The Afghan president has yet to approve the timetable. At least 20 people have died in a fire at a rural hospital in South Korea. The hospital treated elderly people with chronic illnesses. The fire started just after midnight in this building where about 80 patients were lodged. Although firefighters quickly put out the blaze, many of the patients were bedridden and succumbed to smoke inhalation. On Tuesday, Brazil's national football team boarded the maiden flight on the new team plane. The plane was turned into a mural for this year's World Cup by two Brazilian graffiti artists who wanted to pay homage to the country's ethnic diversity. The team's first voyage will be to Sao Paulo for the opening game against Croatia on June 12th.
The search for Malaysian Airlines Flight 370 is being put on hold for at least 2 months. Australian officials say they are working to negotiate a contract for more high-tech search equipment. And when the hunt restarts, it will likely cost about $60 million. CNN Sayama Moshin has the latest in this report.
It's the last day for the Bluefin 21 to carry out its underwater search for flight MH370 in the southern Indian Ocean, just around 1,600 kilometers away from the western coast of Australia. Now, it's carried out more than 20 missions over the last few weeks, searching an area of around 40 square kilometers at a time. But now that underwater search is going to meet quite a lengthy pause, longer than we were expecting, while the Australian authorities, Malaysian and Chinese as well, tender for new contractors for phase 2. They want to bring this one step up, where they want one contractor to provide several underwater search vehicles, side scan sonars they want, that will map out and check out a wider area in that 60,000 square kilometer search zone, searching for any signs of the plane, any kind of debris as well, or the black boxes, which could lead to the answers of what exactly happened on board flight MH370. Now, that could take a couple of months, August at the earliest, we're being told. In the meantime, there is a Chinese vessel in that area. It's just arrived a few days ago, that will now be mapping the ocean floor, uncharted territory, never seen before. They're going to map that out, collect the data, and once a week send it back, fly it back from the vessel to Australia, where Geoscience Australia will process that data and analyse it. And who knows, they may find something themselves, and indeed we may learn a lot about the southern Indian Ocean. Simon Mawson, CNN, Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia.
Well, time now to take our second break. Stay tuned.
Shop. The best in town has the latest fashion wear for ladies. Kanilai Group International Fashion Shop, or KGI Fashion Shop, brings you latest abayas from the Republic of Indonesia, the home of good textile and fashion. Our range of collection includes ladies fashion, shoes and menswear. Walk now into KGI Fashion Shop along the Kerava Avenue, just adjacent to the traffic lights junction, and get quality abayas in retail or wholesale at unbeatable prices. For more information, call 4398-313 or 776-6429 or 996-5776. KGI Fashion Shop.
Welcome back. We now shift our attention to the weather report by the Central Forecast Office.
The source assures us of a continuous flow, and from there, everything follows. And for those of us who know what the River Gambia stands for, understanding its sustainability in all aspects of life is easily confirmed. The River Gambia provides nutritious delicacies as food, while it provides its wildlife a balanced ecosystem. This river, as a sanctuary, is committed to its inhabitants' needs without season. And as you travel along, all these values are replicated in one company, Elton, just like the River Gambia, leads in its commitment to values that matter most. Elton,
Good evening, viewers. Welcome to the weather forecast. We experienced a relatively cool atmosphere in the morning, whilst afternoon was generally warm and sunny. Satellite picture, captured at 1600 hours, indicates convective activities over Gulf of Guinea states, likewise over parts of Central Africa. These activities will eventually cause rain and thunderstorm over affected areas. For the forecast tonight, a partly cloudy, relatively cool and slightly hazy atmosphere will prevail over coastal areas, becoming warm over inland. And for the day tomorrow, a partly cloudy, relatively cool and slightly hazy atmosphere will prevail in the morning, becoming warm in the afternoon. Light to moderate northeasterly winds will dominate the flow across the country, and speed will be about 10 to 15 kilometers per hour. Morning temperatures will be 20 to 23 degrees Celsius from Greater Banjul to Lower River, rising 2 degrees Celsius over Central and Upper River regions. Afternoon temperatures will be 29 degrees over Greater Banjul area, rising up to 39 degrees Celsius over Central and